Hey guys, so in this video I'm going to show you how you can rank #1 in Google in only 5 hours using AI generated content. My name is Jesper Nissen and I've been doing SEO since 2008 and I have a master's degree in physics. I'm not using physics today, I'm only doing SEO. And currently I'm super interested in how can we use Parasite SEO properties to gain more positions in page 1, especially for branded search terms. So I want to own page 1 for Schema Writer. So Schema Writer being my my platform to write web page schema, no, all sorts of schema actually today. So I want to rank on page 1 for all of these branded search terms, and I want to own page 1, all 10 positions. If there's not an AI overview, of course, then that's less than 10 positions. But if there is not an AI overview, then I want to own it all. And that's what we can use Parasite SEO for. And I recently started experimenting and testing various AI models and various AI platforms. And I discovered this guy or this thing called Claude. Of course, I didn't discover Claude. I knew about Claude already, but I discovered that you can actually use Claude to rank high in Google. Yesterday, I had a webinar with Clement Vidic where we talked about the entire process, how to find entities and keywords and stuff like that. I made an article that had the title, How to Use the Schema Writer AI WordPress Plugin Complete Guide. So that's the title. And the only thing I did was that I asked Claude's AI to write an article around this title. So that's what I did. And Claude AI did its thing. And then I asked Claude AI to convert this into an artifact. So an artifact in the Claude AI language is a static HTML page that you can actually publish on the Claude domain. And let's see here. So if I search for Schema Writer WordPress plugin, you can see it here. Dudes. Then the URL looks like this. It says claude.ai/public/artifacts/ and then this numerical string here, or alphanumerical string. So that's the URL. So if we inspect the properties of this URL, so show data for exact URL, so you can see that the domain authority is 66. That's the domain authority of Claude AI, obviously, and of course a super strong and powerful domain. Page authority of 34. So the main reason that I see for this page to be able to index and rank so fast and so well is because it's not on a subdomain like the cloud pages. So if you watched other videos in my channel, you'll know that I'm talking a lot about cloud pages and Yax and cloud stacking. So the cloud pages, they also, many of them have even higher domain authority than 66, but most, if not all, are actually on a subdomain of the root domain. But that's not the case here. So you can see that there's a folder called public where all the artifacts are stored, and these guys can actually get indexed. And that's what we're utilizing here. The thing is with these artifacts is that they have an immense ranking power. So if I search for this search term here, so you can see that I'm ranking above Schema Writer websites. So I mean, how to use the Schema Writer AI WordPress plugin, you would assume that the website itself would actually be the authoritative site to actually go to search for knowledge for this search term. But Claude AI, because of what I just showed you with the domain authority and the page authority, and it being in a subfolder and not on a subdomain, has this ranking power. So I'm ranking above Schema Writer, Perplexity, Reddit, so that's my own subreddits, Schema Writer again, and my Facebook page and a YouTube video I made. So that just goes to show you that this is something that is super usable for, especially for branded search terms and for long tail keywords. It will do extremely well for these kinds of search terms. And you can see the proof is in the results that it's actually ranking in top 3 for Schema Writer WordPress plugin. So actually see what is Schema Writer AI. I don't know how high it's ranking. Let's see here. Yeah, so that's very interesting because you can see it's now being cited in the AI overview. So if you don't know what Schema Writer AI is and you're searching in Google, what is Schema Writer AI? So you can actually see now that the Claude article is now being cited as one of the sources, the main sources for knowledge about Schema Writer. And I find that funny because The way that this article was produced was simply by me asking Claude, write an article about how to use the Schema Writer AI WordPress plugin. Use Google search for background information. So it used Google search. So the Claude AI article is based on the Google search. And now Google is actually using the Google search article as a source for information. So I think that's kind of funny. But that just goes to show, guys, that in order to get cited and in order to be used as a citation in the AI overview, you do need a lot of domain authority. You do need a lot of backlinks. So you can see here, Schema Writer is of course cited, and this video by Semantic Mastery is cited, and then Claude and Crossdesk. I don't know who these guys are, and Future Tools sounds like an AI platform. So let's see, what is Schema Writer, Future Tools, they are here. Yeah, that's a use case for Claude AI. Besides being able to write super good articles and well structured. So you can see this article, if I scroll down here, it's actually, it's quite good, this article. So it's well structured, it doesn't have any design elements. I'll grant you that. It doesn't have any design elements, but it is well structured. And you can also prompt Claude AI to include outgoing links. I didn't do that in this article, but I tested in another version and made a new article. And if you type in, and if you tell Claude AI to write this article about how to use Schema Writer AI WordPress plugin, please include an outgoing link to Schema Writer AI homepage. It will include a link. So you can actually see it did actually include a link here. Create your Schema Writer AI account. It did actually include a link to the homepage here. Let me just click. Yeah, you're leaving Claude to visit an external link, open link. So there is actually an external link there, but that's not something that I told it to do. That's something that it figured out on its own, that we need to do that. But you can actually prompt it to please include a call to action button at the top, just below the first paragraph. And then it actually will include this call to action button or call to action link with a larger font, something like that. So what this means, and the reason that I'm telling you this, is that it's not only a question of owning more positions in page one, it's also a question of driving traffic to your pages. So when I click on this guy, that's not my website, it's owned by Claude, right? Because it's on their domain. So it's not my website, but I do want a link for that reason to my own website. So I want a link to my own website somewhere in the vicinity of the top paragraph here, just below this paragraph and above this section here, above this header. I want the outgoing link because that can actually drive traffic. So if I click on the links, you can see that you are prompted open an external link. You're leaving Claude to visit an external link. Are you sure? Yes, open link. And then of course you're taken to the website. So people that don't know you, that search for your search terms, your branded search terms, or just long tail keywords, and they click on this link, they will follow this link, and then you will get traffic that way from Google, organic traffic. So this is something that I'm definitely going to play with, and it's been a long time since I saw a Parasite SEO property rank this well. So we do know that LinkedIn Pulse is ranking well, or used to rank well. It does still rank well, but the thing is, with Medium and LinkedIn Pulse, they're getting more difficult to index these days, and it's been like that for a little while now. So because of course Google is catching up to people using LinkedIn Pulse and Medium as Parasite SEO properties, just like this guy here. So of course, so we need to think of new platforms, new ways to build these Parasite SEO properties, and Claude AI artifacts is definitely something that I'm going to move forward with using in my SEO campaigns. So there you have it, guys. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll get back to you with more on this and another property that I found. So take care, and I'll see you in the next one.